Back in August of 2024, streamer Adin Ross said he was about to do the most important stream of his entire life. The 24-year-old was going to stream with US presidential candidate Donald Trump. At that moment, it was like Adin Ross was at the center of the internet universe. He had over 4 million subs on YouTube, billions of video views racked up, not to mention thousands of followers across other platforms. He's been through multiple controversies, landed giant brand deals, is launching a new meme coin, and more. Not surprisingly, the public's take on the streamer is all over the place. Some people adore him, and some people hate him. But before we dive into all the latest on Ross, we want to step back and take a close look at his come-up. How did he do it? How did he get here? If you don't already know, Adin Ross actually comes from pretty humble beginnings. He's also faced some traumatic events that he doesn't often share on stream. We're going to break it all down in this rags to riches story with Adin Ross. Adin Ross was born October 11, 2000, in Boca Raton, Florida. Growing up, he moved to New York City and then to Three Rivers, California. Even at as young as 4 years old, Adin was already obsessed with gaming. In a 2023 interview for Complex magazine, he said, quote, "In 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, I'd sit in front of the TV for hours playing video games." His first console was a Nintendo 64, which was released a few years before he was born. According to Adin, he was literally playing in a diaper all day and all night. Back then, he was playing games like Mortal Kombat, Call of Duty, and Minecraft, just to name a few. Even back then, Ross claims he knew exactly what he wanted to do in life and was calculating a plan to get there. He said, quote, "I always knew I had an entertaining personality, and I knew I wanted to endure this." Adin faced a lot of pressure from family, friends, and fellow classmates to stay away from the influencer career he was chasing so hard. In early high school, his stepmother at the time tried to convince him that he should start trying harder in school so he could go to college and then ultimately become a lawyer. She said before that he loved to argue and was good at it too. It almost seems like his argumentative nature laid the groundwork for some of the strong political stances he's taken online in recent years. It's hard to say, but there's no doubt his debate mindset has helped shape his internet persona. Not only that, but Adin's determination was fueled by all the hate he faced for going after gaming as much as he did. His time at Woodlake High School in Three Rivers, California wasn't easy, but definitely shaped him into the person he is today. But even before the tough time he had in high school, Ross had a traumatic childhood incident that completely changed who he is as a person. When Adin was either 12 or 13 years old and was sleeping over at a family member's house, a close family friend who he referred to as a cousin had been taking heavy amounts of drugs. Little did Adin know, after he fell asleep, his cousin would almost take his life. The family member was struggling with drug addiction, including heroin, and had severe mental health problems. Apparently, one night they had a manic episode and stabbed Adin in the middle of his sleep. On the Impulsive podcast, Adin Ross told Logan Paul that supposedly the cousin believed he was an imposter who was going to blow up the house. Because of his sleeping position, Adin ended up getting hit in the arm. To this day, he's talked about how that moment could have ended it all had the knife gone into his chest or stomach. According to Adin, he didn't immediately wake up from the stabbing since his adrenaline was through the roof. But shortly after he did wake, and when he realized what happened, he immediately pulled out the knife in a panic, which only caused further damage. Fortunately, his family was able to stop the relative and was able to get Adin to a nearby hospital for medical treatment. Even as a child, the near-death experience gave him a fresh take on life and further pushed him to go after his dreams. When asked about the incident in an interview with Complex magazine, Adin explained that, quote, "I'm glad I went through something that traumatic at a young age so I could prepare myself for more trauma in the future." Undoubtedly, he's referring to the backlash he's received over the years, and it didn't just start when Adin began covering controversial topics. According to Adin, as soon as he began streaming, he faced a ton of bullying from his classmates. It was his senior year at Woodlake High School. Ross's father had recently lost his job, and he began feeling a lot of pressure about his future. While his family was somewhat supportive, he knew he had a lot to prove to get them on his side. Adin has said that at the beginning of that year, he was splitting his time between friends and Twitch streaming. His game of choice was NBA 2K. At the time, he was a small streamer, but he didn't stop. After winter break, most of his close friends were already planning and thinking about going to college. Adin knew that wasn't for him, so he decided to double down on the gaming. He stopped spending time with friends and even family so he could play 2K relentlessly. In interviews, he said, quote, "I didn't go to my high school prom. I missed out on a lot of opportunities with my friends, a lot of field trips, and I was actually going to miss my graduation, believe it or not." While friends were out partying, Adin was streaming for 12 hours a day on the weekends. At that point, Adin began making more money streaming. According to him, he was making about $2,000 per month, which drove him to keep working harder. At the same time, fellow high schoolers teased Adin for streaming. Some of his friends even tried to stop him altogether, but he wouldn't listen. He faced a lot of backlash from his classmates, saying he was cringe and weird for pursuing his goals. Ross has told followers that at first it was a setback. He didn't want to face all that hate, but he didn't let it stop him. After graduating high school, Adin began playing 2K tournaments online. Some followers would even gamble on opposing streamers, which only gave him more of a fan base. Around the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, Adin would receive a huge boost in viewership. During a stream one day, the son of basketball legend LeBron James, Bronny James, joined his stream. The pair quickly became friends and started playing for real money against other teams. Adin and Bronny were extremely competitive and ended up winning a lot of games. Then one day, Adin would have his first major viral moment that would become a major launching point for his career. After a huge win, Bronny put his father on, and Adin's reaction caught the media's attention.
What's good, bro?
It's LeBron?
He said, "Is this LeBron?"
Yo, first of all, I gotta say, gigantic fan. I love you. I don't want to be a fanboy, but like, I love you.
Nah, it's all respect, man. I appreciate it, man.
And
appreciate
look,
it. Showing love and respect to me and my son.
That's right. Look, listen, me and B, we swept them, and we did it for Cleveland.
I love it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nice meeting you, man.
Hey, nice meeting you.
Keep it going, all right?
Yeah, all right, bro.
Yeah, all right.
Hold on, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck?
His viral reaction to meeting LeBron was viewed millions of times. It was also featured all over Bleacher Report and SportsCenter. Adin's popularity skyrocketed, and he soon found himself living in a Hollywood Hills mansion, which was previously occupied by TikTok sensation Charli D'Amelio. Around the same time, Adin Ross had yet another viral moment that built up his viewership. When 2K released 2K21, many fans had a negative reaction. They found the game lagged and was loaded with all kinds of issues. Adin created the hashtag #MakeToKFunAgain. The hashtag went viral. 2K, the company, has been officially done with Adin ever since, but it only helped Adin launch into new types of content. After burning the relationship with 2K, he knew he couldn't just rely on video games to prop up his content. He noticed that if the quality of the games goes down, then so does the quality of his streams. He decided to diversify into new types of streams. For example, he even created a matchmaking stream, where he'd bring men and women on the stream to meet potential romantic partners. It wasn't long after this that Adin Ross was introduced to another internet figure who had been slowly growing in popularity: Andrew Tate. Ross's career took a major turn when he met Tate, the 36-year-old alpha male lifestyle expert. Despite Ross's already impressive 7.2 million Twitch followers and 3.5 million YouTube subscribers, Tate offered something more than just fame: guidance. Their relationship quickly grew over time, with Tate often playing the role of a stern older brother, guiding Ross on personal and professional matters. They'd stream together for hours and discuss all types of issues.
Big Booty Billy donated $1. Pudgy Adin.
Bro, what Andrew, you're fucking gassing it, bro.
Period. Adin faced a few different controversies that led him to be banned from Twitch. In the spring of 2021, Adin was banned from the platform for the first time for using a slur during a stream. Ross defended himself from the ban by saying to Twitch staff that he did not say the word and was not in the room at the time. Twitch clarified that based on this information, he would be allowed to stream. His followers started trending the hashtag #FreeAdin on Twitter. in an attempt to pressure Twitch's decision. His ban was lifted. About a year later, Ross was banned again, but this time permanently, due to the use of hateful slurs or symbols. A few months later, Twitch agreed to lift the ban once more. Then, in 2022, Tate was arrested in Romania. During that time, Tate was allowed to have 5 people come visit him. This included Ross, who told followers that he'd be flying to the country to visit with Tate in prison. When the Romanian government heard the news, they quickly stepped in to stop Adin by denying him access to the country. Still, Adin was able to communicate with Tate via phone. At that time, Tate was out of prison on bail. Adin told followers during a stream that Tate had let him know that he would be leaving Romania soon. Authorities caught wind of this and arrested Tate and his brother to prevent them from fleeing the country. He later apologized to Tate during a live stream, saying, quote, "I really effed up." Despite it all, Adin continued to build up his fan base. He created a Grand Theft Auto server and e-dates, which he says doubled his viewership. Despite launching his new Grand Theft Auto server, it seems like Tate being arrested really changed Ross's personal brand. Adin has completely taken on the self-help guru persona during his streams. More and more, he talks about personal improvement, or becoming quote-unquote best version of yourself, through workouts and other activities. There's far less gaming content than ever before. It all seems to go back to Tate's personal beliefs. Some are even concerned that Ross is part of some kind of Tate cult. As Adin has become more and more like Tate, he has received pushback from other streamers. Hassan Piker aired a phone call after Tate's December arrest. In the call, he tells Ross he should stop trying to mimic Tate. He told him, quote, "You need better positive male role models in your life, Adin. You better not shave your head. Bro, are you in a cult? What is this? Like, he's making you shave your head?" Ross went on to tell Piker that the choice to shave his head was about disciplining himself. He even explained that it's a privilege to have hair, bro, but I'm not the best version of myself, so I don't deserve to have privileges.
My self-love, my self-respect is not here right now. I need to be able to get in the gym, work on my body, become the best version of myself, and physically, mentally, and spiritually, and then I can have hair again when it's time.
This disturbed a lot of Ross's fans, who felt like their favorite gaming streamer had completely changed. Ever since, Ross has been in a number of other controversies. Most recently, Ross had a huge altercation with Kanye West that was posted all over. In February of 2025, Ye shared pictures on his X account that appeared to show a text exchange between himself and Ross. In the bizarre messages back and forth, he tells the popular streamer to refer to him as Sir. He even goes on to talk about how Kai Cenat decided to pull the plug on having him appear on its platform, despite them never actually having anything set up. Ultimately, in one of Ross's texts, he calls Ye Sir multiple times, and it's obvious it was being done sarcastically. This didn't sit well with Kanye West, who went on to tell him he was blocking him. Some fans were surprised Ross was considering having West on his stream, considering some of the offensive comments he's made online. Adin has told interviewers that he has built up a community of like-minded fans. This has allowed him to explore different types of content without losing followers. He has also befriended other big-time creators and has become a figure in the hip-hop community amongst rapper friends. On various streams, Adin has hung out with rappers like Lil Uzi Vert. The pair have even traveled around New York City together, amongst other places. He was also introduced to the rapper Sheck Wes and brought him into streams to play GTA. While Adin has had positive relationships with some rappers, he's definitely had a variety of beefs with others. Last year, Adin freaked out on a number of rappers, including 21 Savage, Drake, Playboi Carti, and others who he says scammed him out of money. It all started when Adin began friending rappers who would gamble with him playing spades or video games. In a game of spades, 21 Savage's team prepped marked cards that gave him the winning hand. Ross later discovered the cards after losing $120,000 to the rapper. Still, the rappers kept coming back to Adin, knowing they could trick him out of more money. Eventually, he wised up and stopped playing with the rappers. Adin's beefs with rappers doesn't start there. For example, Adin had some major altercations with the rapper Julio Fulio. It all started when Adin was singing along to a song that dissed Fulio's dead family members and friends. He has claimed that he didn't know what that meant at the time. Ross was quick to apologize for singing the song and told Fulio over a stream that he, quote, "need to understand where to draw the line." Then, in another major beef, Adin criticized the rapper Polo G for not going hard enough in his lyrics. Polo G struck back on Twitter, saying, quote, "A little white boy from the burbs got the nerve I ain't going hard enough?" Adin has said that those moments have humbled him and shown him he has to respect some kind of boundaries. Still, the controversies with Adin have continued to this day. In 2023, Ross was permanently banned from Twitch for the 8th time on February 25, 2023, this time permanently for hateful conduct, after he showed his unmoderated Kick live chat on stream, which was flooded with racist and anti-Semitic messages by viewers. The ban is believed to be permanent. Despite the controversies and other setbacks, Ross has still continued to grow his fandom and has amassed a fortune estimated to be about $24 million through advertising, brand deals, and other sponsorships. According to some sources, he earns between $33,333 and $50,000 per hour from his streaming deal with Kick. This may not be exact, but with an estimated average of 125 hours streamed per month, his annual income would range between $50 and $75 million. There have also been some rumors circulating of a $100 million deal. Ross has clarified that his earnings depend on the hours he streams, making his compensation one of the most lucrative in the industry, but still below other top earners on Kick like XQC, who reportedly signed a $100 million contract over 2 years. It doesn't stop there though. It seems like Ross has entered into an entirely new chapter in his streaming journey. He has not returned to the Twitch platform, despite wanting to be back, but has instead partnered with Kick to stream. He also continues to post on YouTube to this day, with most videos gathering millions of views. In August of 2024, Ross interviewed then former President Donald Trump on his stream and told his viewers to vote for Trump in the 2024 election. The stream had more than 500,000 concurrent viewers at its peak. Adin was recommended to Donald Trump as a press stop by his 18-year-old son, who felt that Adin was a popular figure in his age group. He also felt like speaking with Adin would have a major impact on potential younger voters. His interview turned Adin into a central media figure who will likely be around for some time to come, regardless of whether people like him or not. There's no doubt that Adin has built up a small empire for himself. He has made millions of dollars from streaming alone, not to mention his brand deals and any other endorsement money. He also has millions of fans all over the world who seem to stick with him no matter what he says. Only time will tell what impact Ross will have in the future and what his next plans are for his content. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and check out more TrendTopia content. Thanks for watching.